Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear skies over Dodger Stadium in L.A. Today, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. David Dahl is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Harold Reynolds, this Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, this is the club that's in the middle of the season now, and we've been watching them up and down. They're in 3rd place. They got to get on a roll because you got to track 2 teams down now. Kind of put themselves in a situation where can't lose many games moving forward.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. David Dahl goes down for the first out of the game. Victor Robles is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin the wind right there and knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Now to the plate, Alex Bregman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Coles is going to have room out there. In now, Puig. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Yasiel Puig.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Robles is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. He's got to hurry. Throw gets him, 2 down. So digging in now, Dansby Swanson. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on you.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Now at the plate, Brandon Belt. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch is a cold. Oh, not nearly in time as he takes third easily. 0-2, here it is. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Ready with another 0-2. And a neck-high fastball that time. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Ball 2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly. And stepping in, Carlos Correa. The average remains a very big bright spot for him at this point in the season. Just under 400. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Skied into straightaway right. Puig is underneath this one. And he's got it for out number 1. Now at the plate, Nolan Arenado. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Swinging a hard liner to short, but right at the shortstop for the second out. Here's Mookie Betts. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Ian Desmond. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Left fielder, Ian Desmond.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a ball 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Batting 6. Third
Justin Turner is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. One and 2. Here it comes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Boy, that's a tempting pitch right there. You got that runner on third base. You're looking for something to drive. You want the ball up. But it was a good layoff. Not the pitch he definitely wanted to hit, but it was tempting, no doubt.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. Jonathan Scope is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan. First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side.
And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Dahl is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. The matchup with Blake Snell now to lead off the inning.
Andrew Benintendi.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Tolles. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Wilson Contreras hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now.
No one can make a play on this one, and the first Colorado hit is going to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away. Now at the plate, Jason Groom, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here it comes, 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Tell you what, pitching to the pitcher is not that easy. Sometimes when you face him, a little bit of a letdown. Is in a 2-0 count right now. You got to really focus, I think, more so with the pitcher hitting against you than anybody.
And an awful swing there, 2-0, as the count goes to 2-1. From the stretch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball or double it up with another changeup.
And a swing and a miss here, and that's about what you'd expect from a pitcher, I suppose. There are two away.
Center fielder, David Dahl.
From the stretch, David Dahl will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Matt, I like that pitch. I'm surprised people don't do it more often. Runners in scoring position, you know the hitter's going to be aggressive, and he pulled the string with a beautiful changeup.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Dribbled to the right side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going. That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Yasiel Puig is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Now batting,
Dansby Swanson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now that's a legit upper 90s fastball, back to back. You talk about popping the glove. I can hear it popping up here.
So he got him swinging. Dansby Swanson becomes. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is digging in to try it again. Victor Robles. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Victor Robles.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. In there, 2-2.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Set to deal on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
Tolles is right there, one down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Carlos Correa comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And that misses 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. Nothing in 1.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Ian Desmond is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Outside 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Benintendi ranging back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Striding in once again, Justin Turner. He drew a walk his first time up. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. That gets down, and the inning continues. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The second baseman.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. And now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Now he drops a changeup on it. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus
Leading
far.
off for the Rockies. First baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Arenado.
And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the 1st out.
Up next for Colorado.
Into the box now, Mookie
baseman.
Betts comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
And he misses 2-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Andrew Benintendi is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. He'll try it again, 3-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, no balls and a strike.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
And this is fouled at the plate.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think.
A swing and a miss. That first offering on its way.
Leading off for the
Tadahito Shinjo is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. 1-1.
You know, he's throwing the ball so good today. He didn't get that pitch right there, but he's been getting most of the calls around the plate.
And the changeup is way low that time. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Blake Snell is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in once again, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And a neck-high fastball that time. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
What a great adjustment. The high fastball on the first one didn't have a good release point. The next one he's able to put it on the corner, correcting himself as the at-bat goes on. I love it.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Wilson Contreras is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. There to take it is Belt for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Groom. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Another one sent foul.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Center fielder.
Into the windup and the pitch. David Dahl stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate. He's doing that in this game. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
The batter, the shortstop.
Into the windup and the pitch. Dansby Swanson stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Swung on in the dirt. Strike 3. Contreras gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Swanson is retired. 2 down now. Ready for another chance. Brandon Belt. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Ball 1. Now the pitch. Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so This has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Full count now, 3-2. And this is fouled straight back. The next 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Number 8.
Snap throw from the catcher.
Desmond.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the... Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Ready once again, Victor Robles. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Victor Robles.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Here it comes on 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the 7th. Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. The 0-1 pitch. Runner's on his way to third. Very weakly on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Here's Carlos Correa now, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to right field. The catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there.
First baseman, Nolan Arenado.
He's set and the pitch. Nolan Arenado is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Way out in front.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Back up to, oh, no, that got him. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. Number 46, is ready, and
Now
he'll take the
pitching for
ball
the
from the
Dodgers,
manager.
Number 46.
Mookie Betts will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring
hit for
position
Colorado.
here and 2 away.
Second baseman.
Now a swing, and he pops it
Mookie
foul behind the
Betts.
plate. Oh, no, he can't hold on to it.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
0-1, here's the pitch. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Shinjo has it. The throw to first is in time, and in once again, Justin Turner. They'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Correa is there, and on one pitch, he's retired. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Schoop. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it in safely. It's a triple, and the go-ahead run is at third with only 1 away.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Tadahito Shinjo. He hit a sac fly earlier. And that'll be the 4th wide one, so put runners at the corners here with 1 man gone. Fernando Tatis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
66.
Yasiel Puig is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Ground ball up the middle, and it's going to get through into center field for a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Now batting, center fielder
Andrew Cole stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
Hey, the guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Number 7, shortstop
Joe Musgrove answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Joe.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And he'll avoid the fragments out there.
Now
Luis
pitching for the
Avilan
Dodgers.
will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Lifted the other way to left center. Desmond is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Wade Davis takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Wilson Contreras is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Right side. Throw will get him at first, and Davis is looking good here. 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher.
DJ LeMahieu will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
DJ LeMahieu.
Squared that one up just a little late. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Hit in the air to center field. Toll's in pursuit. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Carlos Estevez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Brandon Belt stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Well, you got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2. What a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
So he got him swinging. Brandon Belt is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get in the chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he let off. I don't know how, but he did.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Ian Desmond goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Riding in once again, David Dahl. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here. Belt gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th. Digging in and looking for more, Victor Robles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And this is going to be a foul ball. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, he got an ugly swing and miss.
But a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Now the pitch. And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Well, it wasn't a particularly long outing, but he really did a nice job of keeping his guys in it while he was out there. That's all you really hope for from your starter.
1 run, one error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.
On a bright, sunshiny afternoon, MLB The Show welcomes you to Dodger Stadium at Chavez Ravine. Today, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's time for Dodger baseball. Next. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Colorado, center fielder David Dahl.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And underway now from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one. Harold Reynolds, this Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and they got off on the right foot winning the first game of the series here, and they got a chance really to win this game and maybe even sweep this series. So the first one's an important game.
Stepping in, Victor Robles.
Second.
Not
Right
the
fielder.
shiniest of batting
Victor
average as he comes in
Robles.
hitting down in the 220s for the year. Now a snap move over to first. And the runner back in standing. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a nice at bat. You know how hard it is to get yourself in a good hitter's count against a pitcher of this caliber? It's going to be the key moving forward if they continue to stay in good counts.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
That's on the outer edge. 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. And that'll bring up the
Batting
former
third,
first-rounder
third
Alex
baseman, number
Bregman.
2.
And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. From the stretch. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 0-2 home, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Tapper up the line, but it gets foul.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Here's another 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Puig on the run. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Correa. The potential second run of the inning stands at third. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Kershaw now on 1-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peterson has a read on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Number 40.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
Hit on the ground to short. Swanson scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Tolles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Andrew Tolles.
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Dahl. One down. Striding into the box, Yasiel Puig. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. These Rockies, Harold, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Jock Peterson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he just misses with a curveball. And low and inside with a fastball as he's got a hot-footed out of there.
Pretty sure they're
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Into the windup and the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Here's Mookie Betts. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Mookie Betts.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a 250 batting average for the season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Lucas Giolito, and he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with one away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 2-0 on the way. Grounded to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Dahl. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Third baseman
Justin Turner is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Well, you've been given a 3-0 lead. The last thing you want to do is have base runners on and then give up a big ball, and that 3 runs means nothing to you. So pitch around the corners, make them chase the ball, but do not walk people.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
First pitch on its way. Brandon Belt is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Here's the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the play. 1 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Jonathan Scope now. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Now at the plate, Tadahito Shinjo. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
1-2. Here it comes. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Correa is right there, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Clayton Kershaw is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Lifted in the air to center field. Dahl is there, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Victor Robles. He'll be the one to start things here against Clayton Kershaw. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, and he is out at third. And that's a big mistake there leading off the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bregman. He hit a sac fly earlier. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet. So you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The batter, number 1.
Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. Picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt, and that ends the inning. In now, Andrew Toles. We'll start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway.
Andrew Toles.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Benintendi waits on it. Oh, what happened there? It falls in. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Toles takes the turn at third. He wants it all, and he'll get in there safely. Ready now, Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The batter, number 7.
Ready for another chance? Dansby Swanson. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Dahl is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Jock Peterson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Peterson.
In there for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Justin Turner is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Benintendi is there, and that retires the side. Here's Nolan Arenado in the 4th.
Colorado. First baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed up a little high. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here it comes on 1-1. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. In the air down the left field line and deep. Puig's got a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's Mookie Betts, a base hit in his first trip.
Mookie Betts.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson is right there. And that's out number 2. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Peterson has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A high fastball is in there. The windup and the 0-1. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Into the box now, Jonathan Schoop. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. To 2-2 now.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Now at the plate, Tadahito Shinjo. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed. And with standing in, Lucas Giolito. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Catcher, Lucas Giolito.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Pitch on the way.
Lined but speared on a hop.
And he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Ready once again, David Dahl. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Kershaw now on 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Here it comes. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice. Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Ready for another shot now, Victor Robles. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1.
Oh, he definitely got away with a changeup right there. He hung that one, but the good news is you got him to pull it foul. Now you come back after him here with another pitch.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Number 83 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 83.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. He's set, and the pitch. Andrew Toles. He's at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Step on the bag for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. And now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. From the belt, kicks and deals. Sent out to straightaway center field. Dahl moves over. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate. And he's doing that in this game.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Yimi Garcia takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen.
Garcia.
hit on the ground out to short.
Swanson picks it up.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Correa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here it comes. On the ground up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. Digging in to try it again. Nolan Arenado. A hit in 2 tries so far. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rockies so far. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Riding in once again, Mookie Betts. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Matt, I just think he's pitching scared. Look, he's getting hit a little bit, and now he's falling behind another hitter. Challenge somebody.
Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1. Fouled back. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. And he's out. Beautiful throw home to cut down the run. Here's Jock Peterson now. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Center fielder.
Ball one. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Now another 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I really like that pitch right there. The batter will tell you everything. You get a late swing right there on a fastball low and away. That means that's a great located pitch.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land foul just shy of the wall. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And Luis Avilan is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
43, Luis Avilan.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Benintendi. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
And this is fouled back and out of play.
Boy, that fastball in right there really makes him conscious of the inside pitch and starts cheating. Now you're set up to throw something away if you elect to do that.
The 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation. Ready once again, Lucas Giolito. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Swinging a soft liner. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in once again, David Dahl. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know. But this hitter can burn down the baseline, so if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Pitch out. Oh, Perfect throw, and they got him at second. Hit hard to short. To his right, Swanson. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Scope. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike one. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit to short. Correa fields it cleanly. No problem here, 1 away. So coming to the plate, Tadahito Shinjo. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. And a ball, 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Fernando Tatis will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. In there for strike one, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that Corey is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Digging in, Victor Robles, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. A little tapper. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Standing in, Alex Bregman, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. He's set, here it comes. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Here's ball 1. Now to the Rockies' third baseman, it's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Shinjo gathers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. The pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Very weakly on the ground. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single. Stepping into the box, Wilson Contreras. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ball 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. And that's in there for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Squared that one up just a little late. Hit in the air to right field. Robles on the move. 1 out. In now is Yasiel Puig. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. To third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
Tell you what, 100 pitches and he gets through the 8th inning. He's running out of bullets, but he's done his job. Now it's time to turn over to the bullpen. I don't think we'll see him in the 9th, but if he gets through the 8th, that's a nice job.
This is line to left. Benintendi is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
Nolan Arenado.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. Pitch on the way. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Second baseman.
Here's Mookie Betts. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounder down the line at third. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Swanson backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Andrew Benintendi. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A tough sinker on the inside corner.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
The pitcher, Lucas Giolito.
Stepping up to the plate, Lucas Giolito. And an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon. And you have to say, he's really earned it. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in.
A swing and a miss. That retires. Here's Jock Peterson now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Center fielder.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Justin Turner. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Bryant Redding comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. A swing and a miss there, 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll make the catch to put an end to this one. And the Rockies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the ninth, but still 8 strong innings from him. Really showed a lot in this one.
2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base.